this is Bubba.
This is Monty.
This is Lulu. She is one of the Mont Vernon 44, and she is 4 years old.
He was about 6.5 when he came in, so just a little over 7 now, 7.5 years old now.
He was 5 when I got him, so he's 6 now. It's kind of hard to comprehend what his life was like.
When we got her, she was absolutely shaved down bare from all the matting, and she was not an attractive little pooch like she is now.
Had to have teeth pulled. Of course, he was neutered. He was so terribly matted that they had to knock them all out to shave him and clean him up. He had horrible ear infections, eye infections, and teeth problems.
He doesn't want to eat out of a bowl. He has to eat out of a flat dish. It's like he's afraid to put his face down into something.
He likes to have a little biscuit in the morning after he goes out for his little morning break. But other than that, he waits till the evening, and some nights he doesn't want to eat. You get up the next day and he's gotten up eating sometime in the night. You don't know when.
Like Bubba, he sometimes will only eat during the night when nobody's watching.
And in a setting like this, he stays close by and he gets pretty nervous.
He is very timid with other people, but he's completely bonded by me. He doesn't get much more than 6 inches away from my foot at most times.
We call her our little Velcro dog. She's puffy like Velcro, and she's glued to my legs all the time.
He was, I think, just under 7 pounds when we got him. He's about 9.5 now.
He was one of the smaller dogs when we came in. He actually only weighed just over 4 pounds. And he's now 6.5 pounds. The vet said they don't want him to gain any more because we don't want any little fat poodles.
She didn't know what a treat was, but now you can't stop her from eating. She likes treats so much we had to switch to carrots. So she loves the carrots, though. She'll hide them all around the house and save them for later.
We kind of assumed that he was one of the low dogs on the pecking order because he's very willing and quick to give in to whoever and whatever, doesn't often stand his ground.
He finally got bold enough to start chasing the cats around the house, so he controls both our cats. And one of our initial worries was that the cats would probably beat him up. He was so tiny when we got him.
But in the last couple of months, he's learned to stand up for himself to my parrot when not take any guff from him or the cat.
She gets along great with my Yorkie Harley. They're best friends. They run around and play together all the time. It wasn't so when we first brought her home. She would just sit in the corner or sit underneath my leg.
He was so afraid of grass, didn't know what it felt like under his foot. And even now, he would prefer to be on the pavement than on the grass.
She didn't even know how to sniff grass. We had to take her outside and, walk her around and parade her around until she could even learn what grass was or what outdoors was.
When we got him, he had never really been outdoors. Was scared to death at first, and now he lives for it. He just, it's all he wants to do is go outdoors and run and play.
Being outside is one of her favorite things. She runs around like crazy. Her elbows are everywhere and knees flailing everywhere. She loves it.
It took him 2 weeks to learn to run. He could walk. He could walk, but it took a little while for him to walk a little faster, and then he accidentally started running one day downhill, and since then that's all he wants to do. Spent 6 years in the crate living with the other male dogs. It's really the unknown. You don't know what you're getting with a little dog like this.
We never know with a dog like this if their life expectancy will be greater or lesser because of what they've been through. And I vote for greater than. I hope to have him around for a long time to come. And he blesses me. And he's just so darn cute. Aren't you, baby, huh? Yeah, good boy.
She and Harley, they're partners in crime. They play with each other all the time. Harley taught her how to play with toys and how to bark. We wish that one would stop. But it's nice. It's nice to see that she's actually acting like a dog, which was something we didn't think she would ever do. We weren't sure what we were going to get when we got her home, but she was worth the time and the effort. She's awesome.
The people here at ARL were just so helpful. They didn't paint any rosy pictures. They didn't say everything's going to be hunky-dory when we take them home. They gave us a lot of insight, what to expect and what not to expect I was just very, very impressed. I've rescued many, many animals, but I don't think I was ever so well prepared as I was for this dog. And the support here has been good. I've called several times with questions or with whatever, and I just can't say enough about ARL.
I tell people, if you, even an inkling, you think there might be some hoarding going on somewhere or puppy milling, call someone and let them know. Don't let this happen to another dog, because it's they're too sweet and good to be treated that way.
We need to be ready to speak up, to say something if we expect anything. It's much better to send a false alarm and find out that all the animals are fine than it is not to call when the animals are in such dire straits.
Like many of the others, she didn't know how to be a dog. It was the saddest thing, and it's great to see that now she's appreciative, and I really do think that she knows she was rescued, and she knows she has a great life now, and maybe she thinks, is this a dream? Will I ever wake up? But she's ours. She's going to stay.